Ladies and gentlemen, so many of us are paying $50, $60, $70, upwards of $100 per month for our cell phone plans, and that just isn't necessary. Right now with US Mobile, which is a provider that I have, you can get their unlimited premium plan, which is a plan that I have, for roughly $25 a month because it's currently on promotion. And you can get their unlimited starter plan, which is also a fantastic plan, for roughly $16.60 a month. Yes, you heard that correct. $25 and roughly $16 a month, and you don't have to sacrifice anything, as I'll explain in this video. But the purpose of this video is to talk about the unlimited premium plan and the unlimited starter plan, but also compare the two so that you can decide which one is right for you. Now, straight away, the reason that I think US Mobile is the best MVNO out there when you compare it to other MVNOs like Mint, Visible by Verizon, or Google Fi is because US Mobile allows you to do network transfers, and you can run multi-network with US Mobile, and you can't do that with any other carrier. So what I'll do in the first part of this video is we'll head to the US Mobile website and we'll talk about the unlimited premium plan and compare it to the unlimited starter plan. Then in the second part of this video, what we'll do is talk about network transfers and the multi-network add-on, because I currently have the unlimited premium plan and I use the network transfers and the multi-network add-on, and I'll show you how I personally use it. And then in the third part of this video, what I'll do is answer some frequently asked questions like, can you keep your same phone number if you switch to US Mobile? What happens to the price after the first year ends? And talk about some other cons of this plan, because no plan is perfect, but I do think US Mobile is the best offering in the country today. And if you decide that US Mobile is right for you, please use the link in my description or the link in my bio to sign up for US Mobile, depending on which platform you're watching this video on. But enough of the talking, let's go ahead and jump into the computer behind me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the US Mobile website. The first thing I want to talk about is what US Mobile is. So let's click on networks, because I want to explain how US Mobile works, because a lot of people are confused. So with US Mobile, they are what they call themselves, a super carrier, right? So with US Mobile, you can use Verizon, which they call Warp, as you can see here. You can use AT&T, which they call Darkstar, excuse me, or you can use T-Mobile, which they call Lightspeed. So when you get any of their plans, you can pick and choose which carrier you want to be on. Do you want to be on Verizon? Do you want to be on AT&T? Or do you want to be on T-Mobile? And that's truly what sets US Mobile apart. So when you think of competitors like Mint uses T-Mobile. Visible uses Verizon. And Google Fi uses T-Mobile as well. And you can't alternate with any of those services, right? They're called MVNOs, mobile virtual network operators. So US Mobile is an MVNO just like those other companies that I mentioned, but US Mobile is the only one that you can pick which carrier you want to be on. Not only that, you can actually transfer in the middle of the month or any time of day. So if you're on AT&T and you're not getting good AT&T service, you can switch to Warp, but we'll talk about network transfers a bit more later in this video. So let's go ahead and click on plans. So I just clicked on plans. Let's scroll back up. And as you can see right now, US Mobile has Super Week going on, right? So for the next 12 hours and 33 minutes, you can get these promotions listed here. These promotions have been, this promotion or this Super Week promotion has been running in 24-hour increments from what I can tell for about the past week or so, but this is the best promotion that I've seen US Mobile run, right? And I'll explain why. So you can get their annual, well, let's scroll down. You can get the unlimited premium plan, which is their best top of the line plan, comes with all of the bells and whistles, right? You can get it for just $299 for 12 months. So you pay up front $299, you prepay, and you get the service for 12 months. This includes taxes and fees, and it breaks down to roughly $24.90 a month. Or you can get their unlimited starter plan, which is also a fantastic plan, for $199 for an absolute bargain for 12 months. You prepay the $199, you get the plan for 12 months. All taxes and fees are included, and this breaks down to $16.60 a month. Now, with the unlimited premium plan, you're going to get unlimited priority data. So the keyword here is priority. So let's say you're at a busy location where people are using a lot of data, like a baseball game, a football game, a college football game, or maybe in the middle of Manhattan. With the unlimited premium plan, you're going to get unlimited priority data, so you're not going to feel the effects as much of your data slowing down. So you'll still be able to do things like Instagram, YouTube, watch live TV, etc. Okay, with the unlimited starter plan, you're getting high-speed data, but you're going to be deprioritized. So, and a lot of people kind of freak out when they say, oh, this is not priority data. Like I had Mint Mobile for the past last year, from October of last year, October of 2024 to October of 2025, I had Mint Mobile, and it was not priority data, and I didn't really feel the effects. Unless I was in a really busy area, I didn't really feel the effects. So don't be reluctant to get unlimited starter just because it's not priority data, okay? The second thing I want to talk about is unlimited talk and text. So this is kind of self-explanatory. Both plans come with unlimited talk and text. Now, with the unlimited premium plan, you're going to get unlimited hotspot, right? And there are some nuances to this. So if we click here where it says varies by network, you're going to get the detail, right? So as I said, Darkstar is AT&T, Warp is Verizon, Lightspeed is T-Mobile, and you'll see how much data you can get with each plan. So for Darkstar, if you go with the unlimited premium plan, your data priority level is QCI 8, and then you're going to get 100 gigabytes of high-speed data. Then it throttles down to 100 gigs at 8 megabytes per second, and then after that, 600 kilobytes a second. So, up to 100 gigs, you're getting high-speed data. I have never used over, I think, 15 gigabytes of hotspot. But, when I'm at a coffee shop or something, I'm always connecting to Wi-Fi. But even with the unlimited starter plan, you're getting 20 gigs of hotspot data on AT&T. If you go to Warp, which is Verizon, you're getting 10 gigabytes. And with the unlimited premium plan, you're getting 50 gigabytes. And if you go with T-Mobile, you're getting 10 gigabytes of data with the unlimited starter plan and 50 gigabytes with the unlimited premium plan. Both are, more than enough hotspot data for the majority of folks. I would say for 95 to maybe even 99% of the country. But this is, again, what makes US Mobile special. And it can make it a little confusing because depending on which network you're on, the limitations and the speeds and how much data you're allowed, the data allotments kind of change, right? So that's why this chart is very helpful. Actually, let me keep this chart open and let me just open another window that has US Mobile on it, and then we can just look at the plan in detail. So I'll scroll down. So with the unlimited premium plan, you also get a free smartwatch plan. Now there is a caveat here. As you can see, there's a star. The free smartwatch plan only comes on the Warp network, which is the Verizon network, which is what I use. And this is only valuable if your smartwatch has like a cellular plan. My smartwatch, my Apple Watch doesn't have a cellular plan. So, this doesn't really bother me much. But if you use your Apple Watch, you leave your phone at home and like you go out for runs and stuff and you rely on your watch, then you can only use this on the Verizon network. And that's not a bad thing because the Verizon network is what I use. It's called Warp. And here you can get the smartwatch add-on for an additional cost. Again, if we look at the chart here, I don't know if the smartwatch add-on is listed here, but you can add this smartwatch add-on. I think it's $8 a month. But anyways, let's go back here. So you get 20 gigabytes of international data. With the unlimited premium plan, you get 20 gigabytes of international data a month. So, and this is, I can't remember off the top of my head, but let's see here. If we go back to this page, I'll show you how many countries the data actually works in. It's actually quite remarkable. So if we take a look at this supported countries and we open this in a new tab, you can see that you can get international calling and data in 200 plus destinations. And again, it depends on if you're on the Warp, Darkstar, Lightspeed network. The data limitations in the countries change, but you can always, so if you're on, let's say Warp, for example, and you're going to a country where Warp doesn't have service, you can just switch to Lightspeed, beforehand, assuming that Lightspeed has data in that country. And that's why US Mobile allows a lot of flexibility. Again, it can be kind of confusing, but the flexibility is there, right? So if you travel a lot, 20 gigabytes of international data, this is definitely for you, unlimited premium. And then with unlimited starter, you get 1 gigabyte of international data a month. Then you can always buy more if you need more, right? Both plans come with international calling and texting. And then unlimited premium plan comes with free network transfers. And with unlimited starter plan, you have to pay $2 per network transfer. And then with the unlimited premium plan, you get a multi-network add-on for $7.15 a month. And the same goes for the unlimited starter plan. You get the multi-network add-on for $7.50 a month. So in a nutshell, before we talk about network transfers, this unlimited starter plan is great value, right? If you're not traveling a lot, you don't really care about priority data, for $16 a month, you really can't beat this. The unlimited premium plan, again, this is like the powerhouse plan. It comes with everything. You have 20 gigabytes of international data, you got your smartwatch, you've got unlimited priority data. And the priority data for Warp and Darkstar, which is Verizon and AT&T, it's the same priority level as the premium users get on Verizon and AT&T. You're not deprioritized compared to them. On Lightspeed, which is T-Mobile, you're slightly deprioritized, so you'll be on the same priority level as something like Mint Mobile. Now, in this part of the video, what I want to do is talk about network transfers and the multi-network add-on. So I switched to US Mobile about 6 weeks ago now, and the reason I didn't switch earlier is because I had a plan with Mint, and I wanted that plan to expire before I got US Mobile, and I still ended up switching like a month early. But anyways, the network transfers are a game changer. So right now, I have US Mobile, and I'm on the Warp network. I have the unlimited premium plan. I'm on the Warp network, which is the Verizon network, right? At any time, like today, right after this video, I can switch to Lightspeed, which is T-Mobile, or I can switch to Darkstar, which is AT&T. So if I'm in an area, or if I'm traveling to an area, let's say where Verizon doesn't get good coverage, and maybe AT&T gets good coverage, and you can actually use the map on the US Mobile website to know, which carrier is preferred. If you're traveling, all you do is enter like your zip code, and it'll tell you which carrier you should go with. So you can actually switch. So if I'm going on a trip where AT&T gets good coverage, I can just switch to AT&T before I travel. Or for a road trip, I can switch to T-Mobile and switch back. Now, I hope that makes sense. And it only takes about, it makes it really easy. You have to have a computer, you have to be connected to Wi-Fi, and that makes the process a lot easier. And the entire process takes about 10 minutes, right? The first time you do it, it's a little bit confusing, but then after that, it's like, okay, this is a piece of cake. You can probably even do it under 10 minutes. Okay, the second thing I want to mention is multi-network add-on. So I have the multi-network add-on right now. So essentially, my primary line is on Warp, which is Verizon, and then I have a secondary line, which is running on Darkstar, or AT&T. Okay, I'm paying $7.50 a month. We'll actually have 2 months free, and after that, I'll be paying $7.50 a month for it. And the way it works is, if I'm in an area, so like last week we were on a road trip, and we were at a restaurant having lunch, and I was on my Warp or on my Verizon network, and I wasn't really getting good download speeds, okay? So I have a shortcut in my settings, and all I do is click on a button, and my data automatically transfers to AT&T, and AT&T was getting like 100 or 200 megabytes of download speed in that restaurant. So in those scenarios where you find that maybe Verizon doesn't have good coverage, you can just do a multi-network switch to, they call it teleportal. You can just switch over to AT&T, or you can do a secondary line, which is T-Mobile. So I can go from Verizon to T-Mobile or AT&T to T-Mobile. You can really use any combination of the three that you choose to do. And it's an absolute game changer. Like I said, US Mobile is the only carrier that allows you to do this. And although Mint has some really compelling options right now in terms of plans, and Visible does as well, and so does Google Fi, the fact that you can do network transfers and do multi-network add-on on US Mobile is what sets them apart. And that's the reason I went with US Mobile over those other carriers. Now, in this last part of the video, what I want to do is talk about some questions that I've been getting frequently. I have them written down right here. The first question that I get often is, can you keep your phone number? And the answer is yes. I've had the same phone number for about the last 20 years, and I switched to US Mobile, kept my phone number. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think you can only get these promotional pricing if you actually port in your phone number. So yes, you can keep your phone number with US Mobile. You don't have to switch your phone number, okay? The second thing is, what happens to the pricing after the first year? Okay, so with the unlimited premium plan for the first year, it's $299. If you prepay, and then with the unlimited starter plan is $199 if you prepay. Well, after the first year, the price on the unlimited premium plan will jump to $390 prepaid, which breaks down to $32.50 a month, which is still an absolute bargain in my opinion. And the unlimited starter plan goes to $270 for a year when you prepaid, which breaks down to $22.50 a month. Which is still an absolute bargain for the plans and for the fact that you can do network transfers, etc. Like I was saying, right now is a fantastic time to get the unlimited premium plan or the unlimited starter plan, because these are the best deals that I've personally seen. The unlimited premium plan for $299 for the entire year is an absolute bargain. You're getting a fully loaded plan. And the unlimited starter plan also for just $199 is a great deal. So get these deals before the prices go back up. And if you decide that US Mobile is right for you, please be sure to use my link in the description below or in the link in my bio, depending on which platform you're watching this video on. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section and I will try to get back to you, or I will get back to you. Financial knowledge is power. Please like and follow for more.